new year comes new technology, and today we are sharing some tips to make sure your accounts and devices are protected in 2024. Joining us now for more is Michael Isherwood, the owner of CMIT Solutions serving Ogden and Layton. Michael, we're so happy to have you back.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Tell us all about CMIT, what it is that you do.
CMIT Solutions is a nationwide franchise. We've been around about 20 years, and we outsource IT. So small, medium businesses have a resource to reach out and get help. And that's what we're here for, is we really want to help small businesses with their security and their operations to be more efficient and more profitable.
Now, I know one of your number one security tips that is probably one of the most dreaded topics that I hope you can talk about is changing passwords. It's such a pain.
It's one of those unfortunate things, for sure. But yeah, it's just so good policy. We really recommend people change their passwords every 3 or 4 months because you just aren't always informed of when your information might be leaked. Unfortunately, 23andMe, Comcast, there's been a lot of high-profile leaks lately where your information, it's possible that it's been leaked. So be proactive. Go change your passwords, and if you get a chance, add some multi-factor authentication. It's really easy. Your fingerprint, your facial scan. You can have a card, just some secondary way of making sure you are actually who you say you are.
That seems like the way to go.
It's a really easy way to do it, and it doesn't take that much longer, and it really steps up. And if you're looking at cybersecurity, insurance, and some other features to save money, they're going to want that.
I think a lot of us say, I use the same password or a variation. I've done it for years across all my platforms. And you say, we have to mix it up.
As long as you keep it changed, it's always a good idea to keep it as something you can remember. As a CMIT franchise, we always get people, one of the features we have, people call us, hey, I can't remember my password. Can you help me out? We do that, but keeping a nice simple password that's easy to remember, that has your uppercase, lowercase, your symbols and numbers. You got to have that variety, and with multi-factor, yeah, it's a great combination.
What about services that store your passwords for you, whether it be through like your web browser, or I know Apple does that as well? Is that safe? Is that a good idea?
Most of the time, yeah, those are very safe. Okay. Now there's an incidence with LastPass. There's some of those companies that provide those services that also get hacked. So you still want to be aware of the latest information, and that again is something where CMIT Solutions of Utah can help. But yeah, those are great, and they help people from forgetting their passwords and actually having more complex passwords, right, because it's always saved and at your fingertips. Such
a good tip. And another important one is upgrade that software, and if it's old, just retire it.
This is so critical because a lot of people are trying to get the most out of their software. As a business, you're trying to be profitable, but unfortunately the security problems of having software that's no longer serviced anymore really just opens up so many issues. So yeah, you want to just upgrade that software when it's not being serviced anymore, and also your hardware as well. There can be some issues involved with your hardware after about 7 or 8 years. Software, unfortunately, quite a bit sooner.
Smart. Another thing you mentioned are VPNs, virtual private networks. I've used them to watch TV in other countries, and I know that's actually not what they're intended for. So talk a little bit about VPNs.
This is a real necessary technology, and to just really keep it simple, it's opening a secure tunnel from one point to another. And this has become so critical now that people are working from home a lot more. You want to open that secure tunnel between a remote user and your company's information. You want to make it to where that information isn't just available for anybody on the internet. So yeah, having a VPN, which you can use for a lot of different things, is so mandatory nowadays, especially if you're doing business today. And there's a lot of great technology now that's piggybacking on those secure tunnels, with virtual desktops and Azure and Microsoft doing a lot of fantastic things. Getting somebody to help you stay on top of all those changes is a real benefit as well.
This is such an awesome topic. I feel like there's so much more we want to ask you. We're out of time. You'll have to come back. The last big tip, of course, back up that data. And if we need to work with you, how do we get a hold of you?
CMITsolutions.com. We at CMIT Solutions of Utah will come out, talk to you for free, give you a free evaluation. We love to hear from you. Reach out to us any chance you get.
You're
We're
the
happy to hear.
best. Thank you for keeping
Thank
us
you.
safe.
Thank you.
All right, Saray, let's change our passwords.